is measurement? What this means? What is 9? What is NG?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I'm just like blown away.
Well,
She had 19 NG milliliters. He had of meth in him.
Yeah.
This guy
and
had
that's why he
7.
couldn't take him down.
He had caffeine. He had cotton. He had cotton.
Huh?
What up? He had oxycontin.
He had oxycontin. He had fentanyl. He had cocaine. He was drinking.
What up, Porky?
You know, I mean, the guy was a mess. He was, and plus when he was a big guy, and he also worked with that cop in the nightclub. You know that. They both are bouncers, and they both had some kind of animosity towards one another. We all know that.
So they
didn't like each other, and the guy was hard to take down. Forget about that cop.
I'm just like,
I'm not talking about the choke. I'm just saying.
DJ.
Take them down. Yes.
All this. I'm just saying, this guy had a lot of drugs in him.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell happened over there.
I don't either.
And the videos, they play with the videos.
We just saw the chokehold and the death.
I'm telling you, just that. I don't know what the hell's with this Floyd.
I don't either.
Innocent until proven. Listen to who is this guy, Thomas? Who is this guy? This guy is so ridiculous. It's beyond belief.
I don't know who this
guy is. Right? So do I. I want to see
this
guy. I mean, this guy comes into the room.
Why don't you just get
I try to wait, because I try to be, I try to, let people, leave it open ended.
Yeah, but if they're gonna be rude, I would just.
I mean, he could blog what he wants.
Yeah, I know, but if someone's gonna.
Oh, is that what it is, Thomas? Thomas says 8.5 minutes with his knee in his head killed him. How do you know?
Yeah, we don't.
How do you know? You could deal with you can't deal with the truth. How do you know, Thomas? Were you there?
I don't know. I guess he was. Maybe he was filming it.
Lord have mercy.
People, cut me a break. Go away. Make some sense, will you?
Unbelievable.
Get with the program. Okay? If you don't have the facts, don't talk. Just listen. That's what we should say to him. I hate when people come on my scope and just say stuff like that. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. I never saw that guy in my life with his 4 followers. Who knows? But anyway, back to the drugs. We're back to the whole. So, what do you think about the FBI? Well, obviously, I think I'll tell you right now. If Trump gets in, he needs to fire all the FBI. The majority of them.
Well, I think
because the majority of them are crooked and they're not. They hate his guts.
DJ, you're 100% right, but you got to understand.
They really do.
These people are. You're talking about the smartest, the best people on the planet in the CIA, FBI, and they do this.
The best people. Well, a lot of,
what I mean. Wait. What I'm saying is the best, meaning that they have the technology. They know how to move through the digital world. Exactly. They have all the skills.
Yes.
And then with the training,
with one little trick of a finger,
it's crazy.
Something to, and all these interviews with Flynn and everybody else, the lying, the deception, it's all out there. It's all out there with Judicial Watch. I read all those reports. I've been, following all of that, and it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know how Tim keeps doing it because year after year he keeps going after them. He wins these lawsuits. They get these redacted, crappy reports back. You can't read with 3 words in it. I don't know where. That's all that's in there.
Wait, Tomas. I never said that Floyd deserved to die.
Yeah, he never said that.
I'm just saying. There's something fishy in Denmark over here,
Absolutely.
And he has 7 drugs in him. Fentanyl is one of the top drugs.
Powerful.
I mean, he's got oxycodone. He's got meth. I mean, this guy is drugged up beyond belief. That's all I'm saying.
Plus, he was a big.
I'm not like you, Tomas. I don't make believe. I'm in the crime scene. He had 30 drugs in him? Oh, you were there, Tomas? That's cool. He's probably like a 12-year-old kid.
Well, I know what this. Yeah, I know, Dom, you're saying, but there are people that told me that do know that it will come out that it is confirmed. Just saying.
That what?
No, somebody just mentioned that it's not confirmed. They definitely knew each other. You'll find out about that. You can read about it now. They knew each other. The cop who.
Well, I mean,
who had his.
That's another thing. I mean, that's another thing, right?
Floyd's neck. They worked in a club together. That's a fact.
I mean, it's crazy, it's crazy, Keynes. And you got people coming to the room. Obviously, either he's a federale, or he works for the DNC, or he's just a 12-year-old kid, just coming into the Trump room and getting his jollies off. I mean, I don't know.
Who knows? Exactly. A lot of people come on your scope too.
But who said, Mr. Leahy? Nobody said that. But that doesn't matter, right? Because you really don't know. You really don't know what really went down with Floyd.
Exactly.
That's it, 77. You really don't know.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, I mean, you just don't know what went down with Floyd. If you're saying from your I don't know who a lot of these people are in the scope room.
I don't either.
So maybe some of these cats are federales and they know.
Get out of there.
But you don't. No, you don't know all the facts to sit there and tell me that and draw a conclusion and tell me that, like Joe Biden said, George Floyd is bigger than Martin Luther King. Is that what you believe? I mean, give me a break.
Cut me a break is right.
Give me a break over here. This is crazy.
You want to see him riding?
George Floyd's bigger than Martin Luther King?
That's crazy. Cray. 2 morons.
How do you? I'm gonna try 2. Should I try 2? I never did this before.
You should get rid of Blah.
I never did 2. I'll just get rid of it.
2 more. Get rid of that guy, Blah. Who has no.
So if this guy, if this guy gets stupid, I'll throw him out. I never did more than 1.
Hey, what's up?
What up, the Dong Show? What's up?
I like the Dong. He's nice.
Okay, cool.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
He's normal and he's smart, unlike those other 2 people down there.
Yeah, I'm normal and smart.
But you know what it is? The Dong and DJ. This is crazy. I don't know who these people are. But
well, I don't either. They just started coming in. Blah says that we're 2 morons, and then that other guy.
But you don't know whether they're federales, whether they're 13-year-old kids.
They're not 13-year-old.
Or whatever, right? Or they're from the DNC coming in here to disrupt the Trump room.
Of 8.5.
This Trump has been going on since we supported Trump at ABC back in 2005 when he went down the elevator. I mean,
Exactly.
So this is like, let's go break Frankie Russo's chops tonight.
Now, I do think George Floyd was bigger than Martin Luther King, though.
Joe Biden said that. Joe Biden said that. I didn't say. Maybe I see what you're saying.
Like 6'4".
Yeah. Okay, I got you, brother.
Yeah, tall-wise, but not in terms of like.
Joe Biden took his mask off.
Person who changed the country like Martin Luther King. That's what this jerk down here is saying.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
What the hell's wrong with that guy?
Now the only thing, Red, is I don't think it's been confirmed that just because they worked at the same club that they even knew each other. Now again, I'm not saying they didn't.
See, but that's the whole point, Don. Right? That's the whole. You're 100% right. We don't know.
We don't know the exact.
You got people coming into the room. Oh, they know this. They know that. Yeah. Now, what he had in his bloodstream. What he had. I don't have the definitive report, but what he has in it. If this is true off the internet, if half of this is true, this is sick.
Of course.
He had fentanyl. He had meth. He had oxycodone. He had 3 or 4 other drugs I can't even pronounce.
I'm just saying.
And how do people come into the room unless they're federales and they know and they're posing or they're from the DNC? Or I mean, I just don't know how these people know. How this it's like people telling me definitively they knew what happened in Mandalay Bay. I mean,
they don't definitively, right?
It's ridiculous, man.
It is ridiculous. It really is.
And people now the blog is changing because people. I mean, how do you sit there and tell me about? I just don't understand it. How they sit there and they actually could give me definitive information about actually what happened with George Floyd when basically we're watching a video that was orchestrated and constructed and whatever to.
Yes.
I mean, come on,
and you're looking at angles that we don't have the police video tape. We don't know what happened or transpired prior to that, or just what Dom said, you know,
Absolutely,
in the
Porky.
nightclub, or how close they were. We don't have all that.
Exactly.
I don't think we ever will, because there's all these big.
And that's why, and that's where the vectors come in now. You know, you're right. I mean, it's like Mandalay Bay. We'll never know exactly what went down.
Exactly.
They were supposed to release a report in 2018. They never did.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, and
that's because that's Vegas, man.
That was crazy,
you don't
bro.
fuck with the casinos, man. They do shit right.
Dong, that was crazy, bro. That was
yeah,
an absolute bloodbath.
Vegas is still actually kind of real, because everything else, the media gets a hold of it. Media can't get a hold of shit in Vegas if they don't want them to get a hold of it.
Exactly. It's
well,
like what's you do in Vegas, it stays there.
Exactly.
You know, it never leaves.
Once the federales get in there, you can forget about it. That guy Joseph Lombardo from the local, he was coming out every. So I plotted some vectors from the information he was given.
Yeah.
We plotted the vectors, and then once the federales came in, the entire investigation, they had some more, and then eventually it just shut down. And then they said, we're going to have a report in a year. It was supposed to be sometime in 2018. We never got one.
We never will.
So they fix, and you know it's mitigating the damages of the actual, because
they're spreading it as we speak in a back room.
They lost control. They lost control of the infrastructure on the because Mandalay Bay, the vectors are pretty clear. The fourth crime scene is the U.S.-Mexican border, and there's a lot of indication that that's a fourth crime scene. And then there's no way that Paddock did it himself. And then all these other things that came out. And then there's another element to this thing, conceivably, an alleged Saudi element to this thing. So this whole thing gets crazy in a matter of seconds when you look at it.
Yeah, and it's getting bigger and bigger.
It's very hard to put together because of all the moving parts.
Though, there's still, even the things that you're saying that truly, you know, nobody quote knows. First of all, that they know more than we do, because they sure as heck hasn't disclosed every single thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But that being said, too, that doesn't necessarily mean that crimes still aren't committed, though, either.
Well, based on obviously, right? I mean, it was considered one of the biggest mass murder in the history of America.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking the George Floyd thing.
The George Floyd thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because that thing to me, bro. I'm with you. I don't know, because even the way they handled the autopsy. This one did it, and you know, and with all this drugs in him, bro. If half of these drugs, if half of this list is true, what's going on here?
Yeah. But there still could be crimes committed by the police officer, even if you don't know 100% sure.
Yeah, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
What I'm trying to say, but
every day like they're.
But for people to be rioting over what happened with George Floyd just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
99.9% of these things that happened.
We'd have to plug in.
Have been basically aggressive young people, whether they're white or black, going up against cops, and the cops pushing back. And the cops get the video, and 99.9% of the time, the cops are right.
Well, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's true.
And that's what happens. Now, if you want to come and talk to me, so listen, Frank, what's going on in Chicago? 18 kids, the young people. Look at New York now. I'm with you, bro. I don't care, white, black. I don't care who you are. It's disgusting. I'm against. I'm. You know, it's crazy. But this Black Lives Matter thing is self-serving. It's not reflective of the actual communities, the people that I know in the black communities. The violence, the racial violence from this Black Lives Matter is beyond belief. If you really want to be honest, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, and in New York, you're a New Yorker, and you know how bad it was that night, because I was there with those riots. It was freaking.
Oh, I wasn't there. I'm not that crazy. I'm not going to hang out over there.
I was downtown. They were throwing bricks at my family's apartment.
It's crazy.
Bad.
Well, the other thing too is
it was like the whole city.
Yeah, let's even say there is like more. Again, let's assume for a second that there's way more evidence than we even know of, and they can prove 100% that the death was even called by the police officer. That doesn't mean it was because he was black either.
Another point. That's a great point. And
Right. That's
exactly.
true.
So
He could be
say if the
white
cop was
person.
black.
It could be a bad cop.
Exactly.
And that's where
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And that's where the movement should be is, hey, we demand better as a public of servants that are supposed to protect us. There's no room for error. Now, that being said, is that possible? There's always going to be that, but that doesn't mean you can't fight for that. And then to your point, but I hope they're making just as much noise in their own communities where there's being people killed as we're having this discussion.
Because quite frankly, I mean,
but I don't think defunding the police. Like
that's
I mean,
another. That's
defunding is
another.
not getting rid of them.
That's
but,
another.
You know,
That's
putting the money.
That's a crazy. That's a crazy.
Thing and all that. Let's see how that.
So that's the end game. So that's the end game with all this.
Let's see. It's going to be like, oh, let's just like doing scientific experiment. I think it's going to explode. You're going to see more crime. You're going to see more
hey, Don.
You're going to see more crime in general. You're going to see people dying. I think, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how that plays out. But all I know is the New York cops disappointed me in New York City because they were backing off because the
New York cops are disappointing me.
They were acting like wimps.
They're not. Like, they're just overwhelmed.
Taking it with spitting, rock throwing.
But understand something, DJ. The mayor's got them on. The mayor's got them on.
The best police department in the entire world.
The mayor's got them on.
They didn't do anything.
The mayor's got them on lockdown. Come on. So Don, Tomas said. Tomas asked. He said.
That's my opinion.
Ask Don about Michael Michelle.
I don't know who Michael Michelle is.
Obama.
I froze up.
Obama. What about?
He says you're talking to a guy that thinks Michelle Obama is a man.
Who I am? I feel
you are. I
think.
Is? You think she is? You think she is, right?
No.
What do you think?
I've never really thought about it, honestly.
Well, Infowars released this. Infowars released this video that is beyond belief. Beyond belief.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So.
Huh. Yeah, it's an interesting world we live in today.
Yeah, because basically, like we were talking, I don't know, DJ Red left. I don't know what happened. She didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah, she was coming in weird. I think she is probably having trouble.
Oh, okay. Because she didn't even say goodbye. I was surprised she just left. But so basically, with
and here's the thing too, people have to this one guy's saying, all these black people are unjustifiably killed by police. And first of all, I think there's a lot of proving that needs to be done unjustifiably. That's somewhat relative, but in some cases, absolutely. But there's all races that are unjustifiably. But to your point, it's a minuscule percent. And again, people want to automatically assume if there's a white person, a black person, that it's racism, and that's just simply not the case. I mean, again, even the police brutality, it's in this rank order for a reason.
I'm back.
Black men, white men, black women, white women. That's the order of police force used against black and white races, and that's for a reason. That's the highest risk in that order.
Well,
so if it was truly racism, it would be black men, black women. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I just think if you just look at it, like you're saying, if you look at the demographics, there's more non-whites than whites in the police force. The chiefs now are black. The mayors are black.
Yes.
I mean, it's after a while, this is a drag, man. We had Martin Luther King. We had constitutional amendments. We had legislation. We just had a black president. Let's get on. Let's get it on, man. This is ridiculous. You want a new president? Go out and vote. Go campaign for in your party and try to make it happen. This other way is really bad, man. This is really bad, bro. And to accept this Forget. I don't care what. I don't care what party you are, Democrat or Republican.
Right.
To accept this is really bad. It really is.
And you know what? And what's bothering me is the RNC. Everybody, where are the Republican people backing Trump? I don't hear anyone supporting him. I mean,
Well, that's you see. That's what I was trying to get into, and I'll get into later. I agree with you. I mean, it looks to me like
that scares me.
like they're
Maybe they want
doing.
him out. I don't know.
Here's the thing, too. Like this one gentleman keeps making the argument of police need to be held to a high standard. There's no doubt about that. I mean, yeah, that's factual. There's nobody.
But how high of a standard do you hold these police officers to?
Right. Well, let me.
They have the toughest. They have the toughest job. I'm talking from New York. They got the toughest job on the planet, bro.
Yeah. But wait, I mean, there's no doubt that they do. Everybody needs to be held to a high standard. You need to be held to a high standard. I need to be held to a high standard. And quite frankly, if you actually think police have to be held to a higher standard because of their role or their position, then you should also think of that. If they are held to a higher standard, that means also on the other end, you should respect them more and obey them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? People are human
That's part of
beings.
holding
We're
them
not
to a higher standard as well.
Because
but cops are human beings. I just got to get this out because I come from a family of officers, and they're human beings, and there's only so much that you can take. Okay, if you're working 12, 15-hour shifts day in and day out, there are going to be bad things that happen, mistakes. Okay, and there are bad cops in general. Okay, but they're not the majority. Okay, I really don't believe that. I really think people are basically good, but you're always going to have bad people in every single profession. Pedophiles that are priests, people that are bad doctors, lawyers, police. It's going to happen, but if you're going to put a gun in a police officer's hand, and if they're trained to uphold the law and protect society, they have to use their judgment. And sometimes it's a matter of 2 seconds that they have to think and act. So it's not a perfect world with them. And it's just very high stressful. That's I really think that is equally hard than opening up someone's chest and doing heart surgery in that kind of you're always on, it's like a post-traumatic stress thing. You're always hyper vigilant about what's going to happen next. That's my point with that. And New York is a tough town.
New York is very tough.
Wants to, again, they think it's easy to base a belief on the outcome. That's not always the case. Again, you can't always after the facts. Again, my favorite thing is, well, he didn't have a gun. Well, do police have X-ray vision? They're running from them. They just committed a crime. They're acting in a violent way. They pull something out of their pocket, and again, it's just
the violence.
And then the one I really love is, well, they could have shot him in the leg. Why the leg? We could have shot him in the middle big toe, too. I would love these same people in the same scenario. Do you think these big badass gang members, do you think they wait till somebody shoots at them first?
Bro, they had AR. They were handing out AR-15s in Seattle. The warlord to kids. I was watching in Minnesota. Young black kid, young white kid. They had to be 17, 18. They had AK-47s. They said they're looking for the police. This is crazy, man.
Yeah.
And you wonder why. You had people on Hannity's show, on Fox News, that had some of the parents, African American parents, crying about losing their kids. And this is crazy, man. This to me is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And when I listen to some of the people that come into my room, like this guy Tomas, the people like that Mr. Leahy, they lean to either they're federales, DNC, or they're just kids. Make no sense. They make no sense, man. They just make no sense. I just don't understand it.
He doesn't need a mask.
You and Mr. Leahy, though, he just said, he doesn't think the cops in Atlanta were wrong, though. So, and again, just my personal opinion, advice. Obviously, you have the right to do or feel whatever you want. That's my point. Is I don't think anybody argues that there was a crime committed by the police officer in Minnesota. Now, to what extent they may argue, but I don't think there's anybody that argues that, quite frankly. So stick to the narrative. Don't bring race into it, though, because
Well,
you don't know if anything had to do with race. It could just be a bad
Yeah.
cop. And again, demand what you're saying is, we demand better from our police, but then also demand that in your own community. And again, just stick to, just because, and the only reason I say that is you said in an earlier thing that black people are. So again, you're still bringing the race into it, where
what do you
you
mean?
have no idea if that had anything to do with race or not. In fact,
What do you mean? I bring it. Wait. What do you? What did I say? What did you say? I said.
no, not you.
Oh,
not
oh,
you.
Not
oh,
you.
oh,
The
oh.
guy down there, down below, was bringing the race card into it. That's
Correct.
Yeah, it's
And
unfortunate.
even with that, you could make the argument that it's pretty obvious it had nothing to do with race in Minnesota, because most of these cases, believe it or not, there are typically, just like Minnesota, other black people in the same vehicle even. And you know what? Instead of always saying, this is what's wrong, let's use this as education, actually.
Yeah, but I think, but you want to see, because I have different theories on this thing, right? Now, they got us wearing masks, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at some pictures on the internet, and there's one chick. I'm not gonna mention her name. She's from New York. She's a singer. God. She's a singer. She's really hot. She looks great, and she wore this thing. It looked like a burqa, right? So I'm like, this is crazy, right? She looked like she was wearing like a burqa.
Miss Singer in New York, you're talking about?
A hamburger?
A burqa.
No, a burqa.
A burqa.
Oh, you're talking about Alicia.
So now what's running through the open source is that they're defunding the police, and these Muslim patrols, these Muslim Sharia law community patrols are doing a lot of the surveilling.
Yeah.
So what's going on here?
In New York, yeah.
New York, Brooklyn, Minnesota, in Minnesota,
in Manhattan.
What's going on here? See, because
I don't know.
I feel people.
Hey, Mr. Leahy, I kind of came in the middle, but I'm not sure. Again, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to speak for you two, but he just said that what got him fired up is you guys said Floyd died because he is on drugs. I'm not sure.
I didn't say that. I don't know.
You're not sure he died from the police. That's all they're saying. They're not saying.
The point is, we don't know.
Correct.
All I'm saying is, I got a list off the internet of all the drugs that were in his
Yeah, we're
system.
just talking about the drugs.
Now, this is a list.
Right now, then,
it's not the official list.
That's what killed him either. They're saying they don't know.
But he had, if he had half of the stuff that's on this list, it's crazy. He had fentanyl. He had meth. He had oxycodone. Are you kidding me? This guy is.
Prior to that as well.
Oh, come on, man! Look at the drugs this guy had in them.
But we don't know. I mean, we're not toxicologists. We didn't do the autopsy.
Yeah, but the point is, that's the whole point. We don't know. So why allow the riots? Why allow people? Governor Cuomo telling them to let them express themselves. Yeah, this whole thing is ridiculous because we don't know. We don't even know about George Floyd. We don't know about these cops. And watch them get off. Watch them get off.
Yeah, and you know what? If things don't go, no matter what happens here,
this is ridiculous,
no matter what happens, if this cop goes to jail, it doesn't even matter. If he goes to jail, they will still keep writing. It'll be something else, another shooting, someone else shot. Okay, but black people, of course,
I'm telling you,
there are more white people in New York City every single
day. You could call me cynical. You could call me a loon job. I'm looking at everybody. We stay in the house. We wear a mask. We can't go. And the cops are being defunded. Who's doing the surveilling? You got Muslim community patrol. This thing is sick.
Out of control.
I'm telling you, you go to Minnesota. You got Congresswoman Omar. What's going on in Minnesota? Look what's going on in New York. I mean, it is. Really this thing is creepy, man. This thing is starting to look creepy.
Creepy. Hey, did you see what happened in the Bronx with De Blasio? He was there. First, he wanted to, make Fifth Avenue the whole Black Lives Matter, the Diamond District and all that. And now he had some type of thing going. They changed a lot of streets in the Bronx now. There was always protests and all these different things happening yesterday in the Bronx. I don't know. I may want to pull that up right now and look at that and see.
Hey,
It's still going on there. You can't even go in there. It's Brooklyn, Bronx, all over. It's crazy.
Leahy. We don't even know. We don't even know what went down with Floyd, with these cops. Who knows? Maybe they were working together. They were making money with this guy, and we don't know. We haven't seen all the videos. You know,
and we never will.
I mean,
probably not.
To draw these conclusions and for people to go out based on a video that they don't even know what the hell went down. It's so base to me. It is just beyond belief that we're 2020. We're going through the same stuff. This is like 70. This is like 60, 70, 80 years ago. 2020, and these kids, I think, are more violent, and white and black. They are more violent today than I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're really disgusting. It's sick, really. And this person down here keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Malconic 11, 19-year-old kid shot 5 times in the back. Well, was he black, white? Because there are a lot of white people that are shot in the back also. Okay, it's not just, if you look at the statistics from 2015 to now, there's less people that are black that are being shot and killed in New York City and New Jersey. I can say that for a fact. Look it up. Than it was several years prior. There's more whites, and black on black is more of the crime.
It's just really sad the way this whole thing, and then the way they handled the autopsy. This guy's got, if this guy's got half of the drugs that's on the internet in him, this is a lot of drugs.
Again, that's another thing. That's kind of like, oh, you could have shot him in the leg. Oh, you can't shoot him in the back. Well, what if the guy turns? Secondly, quite honestly, in many states, including Georgia, if that's the one that the guy's referring to, I don't know if he is or not, you actually can shoot a guy in the back, quite frankly, if they are running from a felony and you feel yourselves and or the public is at a high risk. And the guy was running from a felony. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he just stole a taser. He just beat up a police officer.
That's another one. Oh my God!
And he turned around and shot.
That's unbelievable.
At a police officer. I think you can really make the argument that the public was at risk.
I mean, bro, he stole his gun. Exactly. Did you see what a taser could do to you?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? What a taser could do to you? It knocks you out.
I've actually seen it on video.
It knocks you right out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But I don't. This guy right here keeps saying something. Who's that? About
the celebrity white. Who's this? Why they come into Detroit? These are trolls. They come into the Trump room and they play this White Lives Matter. I mean, come on, man. The same stuff.
Questions.
The same
people. Questions are. Do you know him? Stevie for Pres 1. The audience is 13 people. The silent majority can't handle.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, ask a question then.
I don't know. These people are ridiculous.
What's the
See, look. Now I'm going to block this guy.
The taser had already been fired about a half second before his ass got shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Like, see, say, guy comes in and says white power, and he starts talking derogatory about black people, and that's the setup. Because I'm a Trump guy, it's a Trump room, and that's the setup. Yeah.
God forbid you put that behind you, right? You have no freedom of speech anymore. You can't say anything. If you wear a Trump hat, you'll have rocks thrown at you and people shooting at you. If you say you like Trump, you're a loser. You're a racist. You're a white supremacist. You can't even speak. This has to stop. We have to have the right for freedom of expression. Otherwise, we're not the United States of America. We're not anymore.
I'm just,
racism is one of the most over-reported thing in the nation.
I guess it sells everything, right?
Now, that being said, assholism is one of the most under-reported things. There's a lot of assholes out there.
Play on this app,
In fact, assholism gets confused with racism a lot of times.
For the record, Officer Krupp, you're not okay. Well, whatever. I don't care. Who knows if you're even an officer? Officer Krupp, okay? Where are you an officer? And blacks are 13% of the population and commit over 50% of the violent crime. The black community needs to step up, said Justin 90, and he's from New York City, obviously. Yes, you're correct with that. And we have a justice system. I don't know what you mean, Stevie, for Pres 1 and what your questions for 13 questions were. You know, he was mad that we didn't ask them.
Trump enables white supremacy.
Now I have another person trolling me.
Trump enables white supremacy.
I'm as old as Betty White, you fuck.
Hey, come on. Hey, listen, I'm gonna thank you so much for the visit, DJ. And
all right,
yeah, no problem. We'll see you guys.
God bless you. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye, Don. All right. Take care.
Take care, DJ. Thank you. Thank you for the visit. So this is crazy, right? Insane. So just to get back, because I really wanted to talk about the campaign. So in 16, I don't. In 16, Hillary Clinton was exonerated in the public domain by James. So let me ask you a question, Leahy. Is this true or false? Here's vector number 1. July 5th, 2016. Tomas, vector number 1. July 5th, 2016. James Comey stands in front of the American people, invokes an element of intent not required by Congress for a felony violation. Andrew McCarthy, Blank Street prosecutor. Right? And then what he does, he interprets the new statute, and then he exonerates her. So on July 5th, 2016, James Comey exonerates. What? This is the point. Exonerates Hillary Clinton. Tomas, Leahy, you talk about the Constitution? You're all a bunch of rats. You talk about the Constitution? Right? What position does James Comey hold? What position does James Comey hold? Tomas, you come into a Trump room and you blog like this? Leahy, what position does James Comey hold? Did he hold? FBI director. FBI director. Where in the Constitution, Leahy, does an FBI director pardon somebody? Where? FBI director. Where in the Constitution? Not even the AG. What are you guys talking about? You guys lost your argument. You guys lost your argument. Where does it in the Constitution? He doesn't. He exonerated Hillary Clinton. He said she could run. He said she didn't do anything wrong. He said, a matter of fact, he invoked an element of intent not required by Congress for a felony violation of the espionage statute. So you all come into the room with not even the facts and telling me about Donald Trump. And then you got the FISA warrant that was based upon a fake Steele dossier to surveil foreign enemy actors, and they ended up unmasking Americans, a team that was in transition to go into office. And they leaked it to the press. Cage, you're probably right, but who cares, right? Right? So, what are you all talking about? What are you all talking about? It's November 3rd, Tomas, you got to get your facts right, bro. You got to get your facts right. Your grammar is terrible. Your grammar is terrible, bro. Terrible. See? Come on, man. Right, Greg? These guys are ridiculous. They come into the room. They make no sense. Right, Greg? I'm telling you, DJ, they make no sense. Now, let's get back to this now. Because what bothers me, you know what bothers me? Oh, you're watching for, you probably are. I won't be shocked, Tomas, if you're not a federale. I got a lefty show, right? Full of life. What can I tell you, Shaw? Frankie Russo, I handle them all. I have lefties for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what drives me crazy in this whole thing? John Durham. People come in and go, the Durham report. Hey, I want that to happen just as much as you, but I don't see it, man. You got to face the music over here. They want Trump mainstream. The rhinos, most of the Republicans, want Trump to be out there to dry like they did in 2016, but he won. They had to do business with him because we picked him. Now they're going to try to do it again. They got the Larry Hogans, the Mitt Romneys. Hey, listen, here's another vector for you. Paul Ryan was the Speaker of the House from 17 to the end of 18. The Speaker of the House. Right, Lost? Nope, nothing, right? Paul Ryan was the Speaker of the House from 17 to 18. How is it that a vote of impeachment, whether impeachment should be pursued or not, an impeachment inquiry reaches the floor of the House of Representatives with a Republican president and a Republican House? How does that happen? Tell me. How does that happen? First time in history that I know of. Congressman Jones from, I think, North Carolina, South Carolina, during the Obama administration was talking impeachment. Are you kidding me? That never even came close to making it to the floor. How is it under the Paul Ryan administration, a vote on the impeachment of Donald John Trump? I mean, it was voted on. It was like 300 and something to 2. But the point, or 40 or something like that. But the point is, how does it make it to a vote? How? How does it make it to a vote? It's crazy. Paul Ryan was the Speaker of the House. That's a crazy vector. Now, it was okay for James Comey to step out as FBI director. Right, Lost? As FBI director, it's okay for James Comey as FBI director to step out and exonerate, pretty much rewrite the U.S. espionage statute, invoking an element of intent not required by Congress for a felony violation. So Andrew McCarthy, blank sheet prosecutor. It's okay, right, Justin? It's okay. Exactly. We're laying a smackdown on them. It's okay. Right? He played senator. He played justice, Supreme Court justice. He played president. He pardoned Hillary Clinton. Everything is cool. Right? Well, I'm still not off 5G yet. I haven't ruled out 5G yet. It's still on my list. So, John Durham. I had somebody come in the room reading off this whole thing about these sealed indictments. I got a sealed indictment here. Here's a sealed indictment I got. Sealed indictments. John Durham's got a... Now, if John Durham goes after the bigwigs before the election, I go like this. I tip my cap to A.G. Barr. I tip my cap to John Durham. But if he ain't gonna do that, what good is he? Right? We're in a fight for the country. Right? He talked about China 5G today? Really? Barr talked about 5G today with China? See, Russo, wow, I got to check that. Thank you, Shaw. I got to check that out. Russo's right there. I'm telling you. My vectors, I'm not saying I got incontrovertible truth, but we're close. Not happening? What's not happening? I mean, it doesn't mean. I don't know. Yeah, they're going after China. What are you talking about, mechanic? You got to make some sense, bro. I didn't say that. I didn't say 5G. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not conducting experiments and getting repeatable results on the cause and effect between COVID and 5G, bro. Okay, I'm not saying that. Just go right here, son. You go right in the scope room if you so. You could join in. Join in over here, son. If you get stupid, I'll throw you. I'll throw you right out. You're probably right, Justin. I'm looking for a sealed indictment. I got it here. I have it here. I know I do. I saw it. I was looking at it. Oh man. I had the sealed indictment. I had it right here. Is this it? Oh, these are my vectors. Yeah. This is for Tomas. This one's for Tomas. Am I president yet? Why did Nick Cannon? He just spewed anti-Jew rhetoric. Why did Nick Cannon get? Did you hear what he? Nick Cannon. I had it on yesterday. What did they say about 5G? Anti-Semitic, anti-Jew. That's what he was. I never heard anything like the stuff that this guy was saying. It's amazing that this guy gets on television. The brain. I mean, the stuff he was quoting Louis Farrakhan is beyond belief. Hillary Clinton, June. Hillary Clinton. I had it over here. I can't find it. I'll get it. Are you serious? They supported Nick Cannon? Wow. I think it's going to be Hillary Canes. It's going to be Hillary Clinton. Why? No way. You don't think that's plausible? Lady wants revenge. She's been wronged. I can't find. I had it here. I heard it. It's on the top. It's on the top. It was on the top of the freaking thing. I knew I had it. I knew I had it. Here. This is crazy stuff, man. Here. A sealed indictment. Sealed. A sealed indictment. in the U.S. District Court for the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, holding a criminal term. Grand jury sworn in July 9th, 2018. That a Judge Howell assigned to the case. Indictment 8 counts. Conspiracy to deliver national defense information to representatives of a foreign government. Count 1. Conspiracies delivering national defense information to representatives of a foreign government. Counts 2 and 3. Conspiracy to commit computer intrusion. Count 4. Computer intrusion. Count 5 and 6. Aggravated identity theft. Count 7. Aiding and abetting. Count 8. Monica Witt. Monica Witt also had 2 aliases, and now Monica Witt. This is Monica Witt. This is Lisa Page. This is Monica Witt. This is Lisa Page. This is Monica Witt. This is Lisa Page. Crazy. Who's Monica Witt? Who's Lisa Page? Lisa Page, mother is Iranian. Monica Witt is being accused of being an Iranian spy inside of the FBI. Lisa Page's mother is Iranian. Her boyfriend, Peter Strzok, lived in Iran with his father. What does that mean? I don't know. But this is crazy. This is insane. This is insane. Soon. I like Alex Jones. Soon. Soon. I do. So let me ask you questions. June, who did you vote for in 2016? Who voted for Hillary in here? Who voted for Hillary Clinton in the room? There you go. That's right. There you go, Keynes. Who voted for Hillary? Well, she probably voted for Hillary, right? So here's the point. For those who voted for Hillary, what did mainstream media tell you? What did the polls tell you? Jilly voted for Hillary. Jilly, you voted for Hillary, right? In November 2016? Did you cry? You cried because mainstream media told you that Hillary was going to win. The New York Times had Hillary Clinton 92% chance of winning October 20th, 2016, 2 weeks before the election. Jilly cried like a... Right, Jilly? Come on, girl. You cried. There were tears in your eyes because you believed mainstream media. You believe them. You want to believe them. You want to believe mainstream media with all their lies, right? And you got mad because they were lying to you. Because they lied. Mainstream media lied to you. They told you Hillary Clinton had a 92% chance of winning in November 2016. You didn't get the outcome that they were telling you. They were telling you, they were framing you, they had you believing it, you were jumping up and down. And then when the results came, you cried. Why? Because mainstream media lied to you. Well, guess what? They're doing it again. Oops, oops. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. And guess what, Jilly? Guess who the Veep is going to be? Guess who the Veep is going to be? Hillary. Isn't that beautiful? You're going to have Hillary as your Veep. Hillary Rodman Clinton. I like Harris. Raul, I like Harris. Yeah. Harris is hot. That's about it. Hillary! Hillary! Rodman Clinton. I do have jungle fever. I love beautiful women. Right, DJ? She'll inject them with something, right, DJ? Oh, please. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thanks, Raul. Thank you. Raul, thank you. Thank you, Raul. I thought we were buddies. You're sticking me with Warren? Oh, man. I thought we were buddies. Come on, son. You do, Warren. Exactly, Raul. You're going to vote for Trump, too. Watch. I never been to a Trump rally, but I supported him up at ABC from the time he went down the escalator. I took a lot of heat. I told everybody he was going to win, and he's going to win again. He's going to win again, June. We're still fighting Hillary. Can't touch me. Biden's in. Yeah, Jilly, here we go. Jilly, this is for you. Jilly. Am I... Wait. Let me get you the whole thing. Wait, I got to get the whole thing for you. Wait. I'm so glad you're here, Jilly. I'm so glad you're here. Here he is. Am I president yet? Frankie, am I president yet? Day 90. Day 90. Day 90. Hasn't had a press conference in 90 days. The press asked him a question. I'm not answering questions. But I want to be president of the United States. Am I president yet, Frankie? Good night, Jilly. Shot Joe says hello from the basement. Am I president yet? Give me a break. Thank God Stone is free, Keynes. I love it. Roger Stone is free. Our favorite racist. That's crazy. Roger Stone is free. Right? I hope he met with Julian Assange, him and Jerome Corzine, and they every day I hope he met with him. I hope June, Raul, I hope Roger Stone met with Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, every day to stop those criminals. They had a beer, they hung out. I hope every day. I hope he met with him every day. Every day. Frankie, it's Joey B. Am I president yet? That's great. This is great. Wait, wait. My crazy dog. What I do? Sure. Even the dog. That's how good I am. We're talking about Joe Biden. Claw, Joe Biden. Talking about Joe Biden. Trump's winning, bro. Trump's winning, brah. Trump's winning, brah. We got Trump. We got Trump. You're right. He's going to win. Who's that coming up? Ace of Spades. You know Ace of Spades is, right, June? You know Ace of Spades is? Right, there you go, Shaw. He had more primary votes than he did in 16. He had more primary votes than Obama did in 12. It's the creation of the Barack Hussein Obama presidency. They gave him a birth certificate. They gave him a selective service registration card. They gave him a trainee wife. They gave him kids. Yeah. They gave him 3 birthplaces, 3 names, 3 daddies. They hooked him up. Why? The server in Hillary Clinton's basement. That's why. They ran a rogue intelligence agency while Obama sat in the White House. And Islam money. Trainee wife. Ain't that the truth? Islam money. Woof. That money. Islam money, son. Yo, Kat, you gotta straighten yourself out, girl. Islam money. What's 2 points of 150 billion? And check it out. What drives me crazy, right? I don't think Durham's going to do anything. And if he does, I tip my cap to Durham and AG Barr. We got all these sealed indictments. If they open up the indictments before the election, Trump walks in. Trump walks in. I mean, he's going to win anyway, but it's like, forget it. They don't want that. Right? They don't want that. So they got mainstream media stoking the flames that this is a close election. Biden's not campaigning. Biden's not asking questions. And we're supposed to believe the polls. They want us to believe them. Like they did. Believe us, they're saying, mainstream media. Believe us. Look at our polling. Biden's in the basement. Wear a mask. Biden said, you know what he said? He said he's going to have it mandatory, a national law that you wear a mask for your entire life. That's what Biden said. In the same breath as he said, as he compared George Floyd to Martin Luther King. After all, Floyd had fentanyl in him, he had meth in him, he had oxycodone in him. He had so much drugs in him, I don't even know how to pronounce these words. What up, Captain Chaos? Now listen. I'm not saying Floyd deserved to die. No, I never said that. But boy, oh boy, is that whole thing fishy. With the drugs, the autopsy, it is fishy, bro. It is fishy. There's what is that? That Shakespearean expression? Something smells fishy in Denmark. Yeah. Something smells fishy in Denmark. I'm sorry, I'm cynical. Something smells fishy in Denmark. George Floyd's got every conceivable drug in him, and he was murdered by the cop. And that created the race riots. Because George Floyd is equal, according to Joe Biden, George Floyd is equal to Martin Luther King. God. Yeah. And Hillary Clinton said, I want revenge. She wants revenge. It was robbed from her. It was fixed. They fixed it in Cali with Bernie. They fixed it with the debates. They fixed it with the Steele dossier. They were all ready. If Hillary didn't come through Operation Side Piece, they were getting ready for Operation Frankenstein. So they started the crossfire. I am so confused. James Comey stands in front of Hillary, right? And Hillary gave the Iranians, oh my God, Operation Russo. I like that. Hillary, yeah. And John F. Kennedy gets whacked in front of everybody, and it was one bullet. The bullet goes through the front, they hide it. They genetically modify his head, back of his head so it looks like one bullet from the back. In the same breath, the federales, I don't want to know these people. These dudes are creepy. Has a bioresearch terrorist cell inside an apartment building. Right? Swinging. Baby girl is swinging like a baby girl is she's swinging like a sledgehammer. Baby girl's got a sledgehammer. She's swinging a sledgehammer. Baby girl. Give me a break over here. And I got people telling me it's going to happen. I'm telling you. Why? And I'll say it again. She might be. I told you she might be the Veep. She's in the hunt. I agree with you. She's in the hunt. It's either Michelle or Hillary or Kamala's the third wheel. Absolute turncoat. Absolute DJ. Yeah. Kat said Trump did it on the pandemic. Yeah, he was in Wuhan. He was in the lab. He did it. Kat said he created the virus. Trump did. Yeah. They said he's a little masochistic. They said, what do you mean? Well, he created the virus. He waited so the economy would implode. So he said, yeah, so I could do it again. Yeah. Right. That's how silly I am. Yeah. And then Pelosi said, call Hillary. We got him. They asked her, what did she have? She says he wore, they got his mask. But Trump was in Chaz with Antifa. After all, he's sanctioning Antifa and MS-13 like unbelievable. Like no president ever has. But he's in Antifa wearing a mask, handing out AR-15s, Trump. He's got a mask on. He's with Antifa. I knew it. Captain Chaos, right? Antifa. Black Lives Matter, right? The guy goes up. It's crazy. I'm watching some of these broadcasters on Fox News. They're killing all of the Trump surrogates, right? I'm watching Fox News. They're killing all of the Trump surrogates. Bang, boom, 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 boom. All the questions, he's got to do it. Boom, 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 right? The dude goes on for Black Lives Matter, says, yeah, I'm going to burn this mother down. He goes, I'm going to burn the mother down. He says, yeah, right? Until we get what we want. And then he says, you know, the more violent we are, the more money we raise. And the broadcaster, she had her head down. She didn't say nothing. She just looked like a deer in headlights. The dude from Black Lives Matter, the New York chapter, we're gonna burn it down if we don't get what we want on Fox News. The Trump surrogates go on, boom, bing, bang. You didn't do this, Chris Wallace. What about Trump said this. Trump had a girlfriend in the 6th grade. What do you think about that there? You think what's gonna happen? What's up with Trump? These people are crazy. Right? These people are nuts. Right? When I'll say it again. When you went to in 2016, all right, Leahy. I can't wait, Captain Chaos. When you went to 2016, you listened to the mainstream media. They had Hillary Clinton winning with 92% of the vote on 2016, October 20th, 2016. 2 weeks before the election, 92% of the vote. Everybody was so happy. All the people I spoke to were laughing at me. They were so happy. They said, you're a moron. You don't know what you're talking about, Frankie Russo. They said, I asked them, how'd I know? They said, mainstream media told me. They told me. They promised me. This is what they told me. And then when the results came down, it was a beautiful night. Our great president won. Everybody was crying because mainstream media lied to them. Remember? They lied. Snowflakes. Guess what? They're lying again. Oh my goodness. They're lying again. They're lying again. Trump is going to win again. Oh my God. People are going to be jumping off the Verrazano Bridge, I think. Yeah, we should have a freaking toll over. We should have we should raise the toll for walking over. So they go over the bridge. Trump won. Pew! Trump's getting 360. Trump won. Pew! They drop in the ocean. Oh, I'm so confused. What up, Jim? Right, Captain? Wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got it. Here we go. Frankie, am I president yet? What day is it? I'll talk to you later, Frankie. Oh, I'll let you in. I like Tucker. Leave Tucker alone. Leave Tucker alone. I like Tucker. Hey, listen, you get stupid.
That was good, brother.
What's up, man?
The sound effects and all.
That's it, man. What's going on?
Hey, good to see you, bro. Hey, do you fish?
When I was a kid. When I was a kid. I'm Brooklyn. You know, I play, sports, stickball, baseball, foot, all sports.
So you catch stripers at all?
No, I never did. I remember when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I did. I caught a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you're a fisher. You're a fisherman.
Yeah, I was. I'm not anymore. I used to live down the Jersey Shore.
Nice. Good for you.
A boat right in the backyard.
Nice.
So my dad grew up in Long Island. So he grew
nice.
up.
Wow.
Yeah.
The fishing
I
over
was
there.
Just wondering.
Yeah, the fishing over there is unbelievable.
Listen, Long Island is way better than Jersey.
Really? Why do you say that?
Your fishing in Long Island is insane.
It's insane, right? Montauk and all that?
Yeah, because you don't have to, in Jersey, we have to go like 20 miles out.
Wow.
Get to deep water.
Mm-hmm.
In Long Island,
mm-hmm.
You go 5 miles out and it's deep as hell.
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so when the song from Billy Joel, the Downeaster Alexa, listen to that sometime. It's so Billy Joel grew up on Long Island, so he wrote a song about the commercial fishermen, how they got fucked.
Wow.
But yeah, check it out. You'll
So who do you think's winning this thing?
Bro, way too early to tell.
Really?
Yeah,
way too early.
Things could happen between
of
now
course.
and then.
Trump's gonna win.
There's no. It's too early.
I mean, bro.
A lot of shit could.
what they're peddling. What they're
A
peddling.
war could break out with us and Iran.
Absolutely. I mean, 3 months in a political
So,
campaign is a
there's
lifetime.
no
I
way
agree
to
with you.
tell.
But with all that being said, truth be told, right now, if the election was right now, who would win?
Right now?
I mean, people are actually believing what they're pointing off.
Oh, listen. So the polls don't mean shit. They never have.
I heard Keynes. But
So where would I put my money?
yeah,
I wouldn't put it anywhere
really.
on this election, because if it was tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Seriously, don't know.
Really?
There's no way.
So you're buying this Biden candidacy? He could stay in the basement, not answer any questions, and you believe that he's up by 50-something% just by not doing anything?
No.
They got him up by 15 points in some polls.
No way. That's ridiculous, bro. That's not legitimate. So
You believe what they're peddling?
Right. Well, I'll tell you. So look at the New York Times. One of their biggest editors this week at the New York Times resigned. Did you read his statement?
Are you talking about Weiss, the chick?
Barry Weiss.
Yeah, the
Did
chick.
you read his statement?
No, I didn't read the statement. What you? Yeah, I just saw excerpts of it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't read it.
Well, that's part of the problem with liberals.
Right.
When the New York Times is just printing shit that is irrelevant, so there's no way to tell.
You don't like have an inkling?
Nope.
Wow. We know, Kat. We know Barry Weiss is a chick. We know that. I call her. You got a problem with that, Kat? How's your kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Yeah, she's breaking my jaw.
So
Oh, my
no,
God.
there's
There you go, Keynes. Keynes says Trump is winning big league.
many people that are smarter than me that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So who am I to say?
Well,
who's gonna win?
Well, you could say you don't have to be. You could say, "Have a blessed one, DJ." You could tell me like who you think might win. Have a blessed night, DJ.
I don't know.
I do, June. I do. I agree. I admit.
Last time.
Wow.
I thought I knew.
Who you voting for? Who you voting for?
Who?
Who are you gonna vote for?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who I vote for.
Oh my God! So you're
in New Jersey, bro.
You're a constitutional conservative?
Biden's going to win in New Jersey, so it doesn't matter whether I
Oh my God! Wow! I got all these lefties I got all these lefties in the room.
Who's a constitutional conservative?
You.
Why?
I'm just asking. I don't know. I took a guess.
Listen, my biggest beef with Trump is that he is not an honorable guy.
What?
He's not the kind of guy that I would trust to have my back.
So okay. Oh my God! What?
Because
what
every person.
Well, you know him. You hung out with him. You know him. You worked with him.
He's thrown them under the bus.
What are you
That's
talking?
my issue.
What? Jeff Sessions? Jeff Sessions was freaking.
No,
he's a mole.
He's thrown all the military leaders under the bus.
Military leaders. He's giving them all the money to get up the top weapons.
Bro,
the top
how
arsenal.
Do you throw General Mattis under the bus?
How did you throw General Mattis under the bus? Oh my God! You really drank the Kool-Aid, bro. Who'd you vote for? Did you vote for Obama? You did.
I did.
Oh my goodness! That says you said it. That's it. You answered my question.
Nah, but
three daddies, 3 birth certificates, 3. Come on, man. 3 daddies, 3 birthplaces. This is ridiculous. Come on, man. The guy had 3 daddies, 3 birth certificates, 3 names. You don't know who this guy is.
But that's not true.
Yes, it is. His brother recently tweeted out his Kenyan birth certificate and said, actuality, in all honesty,
All right.
I don't know. I don't even know if Obama's his brother.
So
He
let's
said.
forget about that. Let's talk about Trump.
We're going to pardon. How do you pardon Roger Stone? All day, every day. Dad.
Is Trump someone that you respect? And
Absolutely. Hey, listen. I didn't elect a priest. I voted for a warrior.
Yeah, but a warrior gets shit done, and
Trump got a lot done.
And he hasn't done anything for the COVID, the biggest crisis.
He didn't do anything for the COVID. So this is where I'm glad you brought this up. I don't understand. I want to hear the logic. How do you say Trump did nothing for the COVID? His strategy wasn't good for the COVID. How do you draw that conclusion?
There's been no
absolutely, Keynes.
There's been no federal response.
No federal response. Ask Cuomo. How do we judge it? Ask the states. Ask Cuomo and De Blasio.
Trump put on a mask for the first time last week.
So the mask, because he didn't wear a mask, means he didn't have a response.
That's part of it.
Really?
You have to lead. Listen,
so he didn't wear a mask, so he's not.
The mask prevents the disease. I work for doctors, dude. It's.
You work for doctors.
It's a fact.
So they know about COVID? They don't know about COVID right now. They're blunting a probability distribution curve. They don't know anything about COVID. COVID is a SARS-2. SARS was in 03, 04, and they don't even have a vaccine today. So I don't know what you mean. How do you draw the conclusion that Trump did nothing on SARS? I don't understand that.
No, not SARS, on COVID.
I mean on COVID, SARS-2, COVID-19.
There has been, listen, every governor and many Republican governors have criticized him that there is no federal government plan.
So you're saying that if he came out with a law mandating a mask?
No. It's always been about testing, and he had no plan. He doesn't want testing to happen because he thinks the more
40 million. Are you seriously, bro, Jim? 40 million tests already, the most in the world.
No,
by 5 times over. 40 million.
Most in the world.
The most tests in the world was the United States. 40 million.
Where are you reading this from?
What do you mean? Where am I reading it from? These are natural. These are statistics that are known by everybody. Bro, you gotta get up with the times, son. 40 million tests. We don't even need that many tests.
Is like an eighth of what all the other countries have done. Trump wouldn't even get behind testing in the beginning, and he's still not behind it.
I am, Lulu.
We don't need testing because it's just going
Lulu, I'm single.
We have more people infected.
I'm single, Lulu.
I wonder why.
So let me ask you a question. Seriously.
Listen, you think Trump is an honorable guy?
Absolutely.
You think he would have your back the way he's thrown everyone under the bus?
Who are you talking about, Big Brother?
That didn't agree with him.
What are you talking about? He's a politician. He's going to play his politics.
No, everyone that didn't, and even Fauci.
Science.
Thrown under the bus.
What science? He didn't throw Fauci under the bus. What science? Cat, what? Science is science. Where? What science? Jim hung up. He threw Fauci under the bus. Fauci's top disease doctor. Big Brother, I'm on 770. Yo, Slub. Captain, what science, Cat? What science? I don't know what you're talking about. Science is when you have experiments and you get repeatable results. You're in the frequentistic domain. You get a PhD from that. That's science. What is science here? They don't even know. They're looking at Italy. They're looking at Iran. They're looking at China. They're looking all over the world. God bless you, my bruh. Big bruh. They're looking at everybody all over the world. Virus is a science. It's science. How's that science? What science? It's a probability distribution model. They're trying to predict from the data from the other countries on how the virus is going to flow. They don't know. If they told you that, there'd be a panic like you wouldn't believe. If they stood up, if Fauci, Barex, Garan, Redfield, Adams, Pence, they stood up and said, we don't know. They don't know. That's why they're fighting feverishly for a vaccine. At least it shows we know something. It's a scientific train wreck. They don't know. So you're blaming Trump for something where nobody really knows. Because it's a virus. It's a very contagious virus. They don't know why. You ever go into the hospital? My father was in the hospital. God rest his soul. 10 months he had a flesh-eating bacteria. They don't know how he got it. They don't know where it came from. Not to knock the medical profession. It's a great profession. The men and women of that profession are amazing. But it's true, right? Captain Chaos? You blame Trump? No, you blame Trump for not listening to the doctors? About what? Would you rather him sit there and put everybody in a panic? He had the top infectious disease doctor on the planet in Fauci. Barex. He had Garan. He had Redfield, CDC. I mean, these people are the top people in the country. It is fraudulent. You're right, June. That's the first statement you made all night that was accurate. There you go, Keynes. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. Beyond belief. You know, the panic would be, who's more, be real. Who's more real than Trump? The most candid? He has the most candor than any president I know. You want to say anything? Maybe he's too much. Maybe he's too honest about what he's thinking. It's beyond belief. You're probably right. It's true, June. It's true. Come on, you gotta get. Trump already created 7 million. His economy in 2 months, 7 million jobs. Trump is the best. So he put together a crazy. Now you're talking, June. Twitter. Oh my God. So this goes into my deep state theory. 1983, the internet went public. In the 60s, the military and the DOD, they had the World Wide Web. They made it public in 83, and that's when the Intel world went on steroids. Oh my God. Who knows, Kat? Who knows? The best. It's crazy, DJ. I heard. I don't know much. I don't know much about that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I really don't know. I haven't really given it much thought. I just look at the deep state, the CIA, FBI nexus. We have Donald John Trump, Kat. He put together. He constructed a coronavirus task force that's delivering information about this thing as they get it. Maybe. We're trying, June. We try. But this is crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. Crazy. Come on, man. What's going on? Well, SARS went away. SARS was '02 to '04. It went away. There was nothing after '04, no worldwide evidence of SARS until now. SARS 2. No cure for SARS 1. He doesn't deliver facts. Cat, you voted for Hillary. Just tell me you voted for Hillary, and well, I get it. Just say, Frankie, I voted for Hillary. You're a Democrat. Just tell me that. You're making no sense. You're making no sense, girl. She's an asset. Who knows? We need a federal response. Did you see what Trump delivered? Right, bot, right, 8/11. Shut down and provide federal stimulus. Terrible. 8/11. Terrible. That's human sacrifice. I agree with you. I'm a God-fearing Christian man. I'm a man of Christ. I'm a man of the Rosary. Abortion is a human sacrifice. I'm around them every day. There you go, Monarch. These people are crazy, man. Oh my goodness. Jobs are coming back, Team Atlanta. There you go. It's crazy, 8/11. People are so looking at everything is race. I'm sick of it. I'm from Brooklyn. I could care less everybody from all walks of life, from here to there, it's everything. You got black, you got Caribbean, you got Hispanic, Latino, everything. Jewish. Who cares? Everybody gets along. If you don't like the city, you don't like people, go live in the country where there's like 2 houses to a block. I think, Captain Chaos, I think poor people in America live large. And they're complaining because they're not living large enough. You know what I'm saying? In June's. His policies are the best. Kat is just a lefty. She's a lefty chick. That's all. Lefty, probably a lefty white chick. How much you want to bet Kat is a lefty white chick? There you go, June. Exactly, Captain Kat. And honestly, poor people in America got cell phones. I'm just saying. Poor people in America have cell phones. I'm just saying. Right? What's Trump's policy? You saw what the economy was doing before we had COVID. Are you kidding me? It's I'm gonna get up for 12:30. Tell me what what are you talking about? Come on, Kat. Who's the I'm telling you, poor people in America have cell phones. iPhones. Poor people in America have iPhones. Put that in your peace pipe and smoke it. What's the plan? He's bringing the economy back. Trump did it already, Kat. Right? I'm 8/11. I'm right? I'm telling you, 2010. Right, Team Atlanta? It's crazy. They're blaming the COVID. In my room, people come in blaming him for COVID. They're saying he did COVID. They're saying Trump was in the freaking lab in COVID in Wuhan, genetically modifying the. Come on, man. Insensitive to what? Natives, U.S. natives. I'm born in America. My family came from Italia. They're talking about stuff over 200 years ago. I wasn't born yet, and my grandparents weren't here yet. So what are you talking about? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's crazy. Just say, okay, DJ, just say, right? You believed mainstream media in 16. You believed everything they said, that Hillary Clinton. It was crazy. I don't know what you're saying, Team Atlanta. You're right, Cape to Chaos. You're right. Captain Chaos, you're right. There's some people here. I'm telling you, it just makes no sense. There you go, Keynes. Right, 811. No big plan. What are you talking about? He's the best. Have a blessed one, DJ. I'm gonna go to bed too. I'm leaving in. I'm leaving in. They say that. That's crazy. I think she's so. I think she's so cute. I think Candace Owens hot. She's married. She is. I love Goya beans. I love the Goya. I love the Latina ladies too. I like them all. Here we go. The helmet North Northpath model based upon the primary numbers. Trump 362, Joe Biden 178. I like that. What are they calling it? I agree with you, Monarch. Ben Carson is a freaking genius. Dude is a neurosurgeon. Washington Warriors? Oh my God. You're killing me. He is 8'11. I agree. So, good for her. Good for him. She's hot. He got himself a hot woman. Candace is hot. Is that true, 8'11? Right? Keynes. They're very active. Captain Ken, they're very active. You sound like a, right, 811. Yo, Cat, you sound like a, Cat, you sound like a lefty white chick. Is that true? I'll be on Saturday night. I'm going to get off the air. I got 5 more minutes. Crying was, yeah, you saw it? Crying. She was crying. It was a crazy night, Justin. We got attacked. Just the facts. What facts you want to know, Kat? Go to my website, FrankieRusso.media. What facts you want to know? Go to FrankieRusso.media. Swinging like a sledgehammer. Baby girl swinging like a sledgehammer. Baby girl swinging like a sledgehammer. Absolutely, June. Are you lead to the left or the right? So what are you talking? So you're blaming? We're gonna win, Keynes. She is crazy, right? What are you blaming? Are you blaming the virus on Trump? Trump genetically modified the virus in Wuhan? Yeah! Right? Just go to my website. I stuck to the facts. You don't know what you're talking about. Go to my website, FrankieRusso.media, if you know what you're talking about, Kat. What facts you talking about? You want to sit here and debate with me and you're telling me that Trump started the virus? You're blaming Trump for the virus? You might as well say he created the virus. You make no sense. Who wants to talk with you about facts? You make no sense. No, you are. Because you act like basically you imply, when you say the virus, you imply that Trump created the virus. You make no sense. You make no sense like the people I had on the thing that hung up and was trying to say to me that Trump did nothing for the you make no sense. You make no sense. But you're implying that. Because you might as well say he created the virus. This is invisible. The top infectious disease doctors on the planet don't know anything. They don't know. He's mismanaging. That's what I'm saying. You don't know. When you say that President Trump is mismanaging the virus, then you don't understand the circumstances. Because if you really wanted to be honest, the curve that they're blunting is a probability distribution model. So that means they're looking at Italy, they're looking at Iran, they're looking at China to try to predict how this virus is going to go. So they don't know. So what the heck are you talking about? If Fauci don't know, if Barex don't know, if Garin don't know, if Adams don't know, how are we gonna? They don't know. And if they stood up in front of everybody and said we don't know, there'd be mass panic out there. So you got to understand what went down, because we don't know. For all we know, 5G could be in there in some way. You don't even know. Did you know that 200 scientists and 40 countries wrote a letter to the EU claiming they shouldn't roll out 5G. There are serious health concerns. Did you know that? They talked about flu-like symptoms. They talked about a worldwide pandemic in 2017. You don't know. Unbelievable. So do I, team. Unbelievable. Some of these people, I'd have more respect for her, Kat, if she just says, listen, she just hates Trump. I'd have more respect. Just say, listen, I just hate Trump. And I respect you, okay? Just say you hate Trump, right? But don't sit there try to argue and reason with me. You make no sense. I'm telling you, team, they're steering away. They make no sense, man. Yeah, my father was. He was a union president. He was unbelievable. Kat, just say you hate Trump. You voted for Hillary because, for whatever reason, you hate Trump. And I respect that. At least you're being honest. Say, listen, Frank. But don't tell me we don't listen to the. See, this is where you're wrong. You're basing your assumptions on stuff you're wrong. What's science? There isn't science. They don't even have a vaccine. They're blunting a probability distribution model. They're trying to predict from other data how this thing might go. There's no science here. There's no repeatable results. You're conducting a placebo and a clinical trial. And come on, man. He dithered. Well, the 500, the 200 scientists, they don't. If they did, they'd have, right? SARS was in 08. They didn't have a vaccine for SARS, and this is like a SARS 2. He put the measures in place. What, he didn't make the mask mandatory? Trump is not going to do that. Trump is a tremendous president. All facts, exactly. He had the top infectious disease doctors around him. I don't know how you come up with this. Right, it's great. That's crazy, Captain. Great point. Great point. Point well taken, Captain Chaos. Point well taken. Just say, listen, Kat. Justin, right? Just say, listen, Kat, you don't like Trump. And it's okay. God bless you, Team Atlanta. God bless you. I'm getting off the air now anyway. It's 12:30. I'm tired. Yeah, you see, this is why. Look at this. Look at this. She's saying he's more worried about his numbers than the health of America. Do you see what I mean? So either one or two things. Either she's doing that just to get me get a rise out of me. Oh. What's up, Jim? After you hung up on me, what do you want? Jim hangs up on me and wants to come back. What, Jim? Real quick. What's up, Jim?
Hey, brother. I just wanted to let you know, listen, you and I, we're not going to agree on politics or Trump, but that doesn't mean I don't respect you.
Yeah.
You were a good guy. I think you're a great American. And
thank you.
And,
you too.
You know, and we can disagree, but
we can agree to disagree. But if you get,
I love you as an American.
I appreciate that. But Jim, absolutely, my brother. But the bottom line is, bro, if you're gonna discuss issues with me, you can't do it the way this chick Kat was doing it.
Right. So I'm not gonna.
But there's a lot of people that think that way. They say, well, Trump wants Trump is more concerned in his numbers than the health of the Americans. You got to be kidding me, man. This is ridiculous, bro.
Whenever I tune in, we're not going to talk politics. We'll talk basketball.
Okay.
We'll talk so
I'll talk fishing with you.
I respect you. You're a good dude.
God bless you, my brother. I appreciate that.
You, brother.
Thank you. God bless you, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night. Have a blessed one. Thank you, my brother. You got it? Yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. You all have a blessed night. Thank you so much for the visit. I had fun. Crazy. There you go, Captain Chaos. Oh, come on, Cat. Please, Cat. Just say you voted for Hillary Clinton. You cried like a snowflake in 2016. You're gonna cry again, 2020. It's crazy, Captain Chaos. Me too. Me too. God bless you, Justin. Cat, we're going to agree to disagree. You make no sense. You don't know. Cat, you know something? You know I respect you? Go to frankierusso.media, my website, and look at my stuff. Scroll down. I got pictures of women. I got pictures of girls in there, but go all the way down, up and down. You see all my blogging. Go all my blogging, my old blog. You see the work. You see what we do. You'll see. God bless you all in the room. Thank you for the visit. Captain Chaos, Jim, Justin, even Kat. There's so many. DJ. Yeah. Check it out, Kat. Frankie Russo, IE. .media. That's what I'm talking about, Canes. Yeah, but you have no positions, Kat. Your positions are not fact-based. We use vectors. We are vector-driven. Our positions are vector-driven. Go to my website. Frankie Russo, God bless you all in the room. God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your service. Thank you for providing with the freedom I love in this broadcast. God bless the greatest country on the planet, America. And God bless our great President Donald John Trump. We got to get him reelected. Hashtag Trump 2020, November 3rd. What do you think vectors are? What do you think vectors are? What do you think scientists use to analyze phenomena? Vectors. Oh my goodness. God bless our great President Donald John Trump. We got to get him reelected. Hashtag Trump 2020. Landslide, November 3rd, 2020. This is Frankie Russo coming at you straight out of Brooklyn. I'll see you tomorrow night. 9:30ish Eastern Standard Time. This is Frankie Russo, and I'll see you in the future.